everybody. Today I am starting third lecture of course on basic electrical engineering. In this lecture I am going to discuss source conversion and loop analysis. Contents: source equivalence and conversion, loop analysis. Source conversion: a voltage source can be converted into an equivalent current source, and a current source can also be converted into an equivalent voltage source. Electrical source transformation is a method of replacing voltage source in a circuit by its equivalent current source and current source by its equivalent voltage source. A given voltage source with a series resistance can be converted into or replaced by an equivalent current source with an parallel resistance. Conversely, a current source with a parallel resistance can be converted into a voltage source with a series resistance. Let us consider a simple voltage source along with a resistance R connected in a series with it. This series resistance normally represents an internal resistance of a practical voltage source. Now, let us short circuit the output terminal of the voltage source circuit as shown in figure. Now, applying Kirchhoff's voltage law in a circuit, we get V equal to I into R. Voltage source to current source, where I is the current delivered by the voltage source when it is short circuited. Now, let us consider a current source of same current I, which produces same open circuit voltage at its open terminal as shown in figure. Now, applying Kirchhoff's current law at node 1 from the given circuit, we get I equal to V by R dash or V equal to I R dash. This is equation 2. So from equation 1 and 2, we get small r equal to R dash. So the open circuit voltage of the both source is V and short circuit current of both source is I. The same resistance connected in series in voltage source and in current source is connected in parallel. So these two circuits can be considered equivalent. Now any voltage source as in figure can be converted to current source as in figure. From figure A, current IL equal to E by total resistance RS plus RL. From figure B, current IL equal to total current is E by RS into RS divided by RS plus RL. Then we get E divided by RS plus RL. It indicates that same current passes through RL, so that voltage source and current source are equivalent to each other. Voltage to current and current to voltage source conversion circuit diagram. To convert voltage source to current source, internal resistance R is assumed to be connected in parallel, and to convert current source to voltage source, internal resistance R is assumed to be connected in series. Now let's solve some problem using the above technique. Using source conversion technique, find the load current IL in the circuit as shown in figure 1. Here in this given problem, current and voltage, both the sources are there. Let's convert the entire source as current source. This 6 voltage source with a series resistance of 3 ohm has been converted into an equivalent current source. We know that I equal to V by R, that means 6 by 3 equal to 2 ampere. So the value of current in the source is 2 ampere and 3 ohm resistance is in parallel. Now we obtain figure 2. From figure 2, calculate equivalent resistance of 3 ohm and 6 ohm which are in parallel. So calculate, then 1 by R equal to 1 by 3 plus 1 by 6, then half. So R equal to, we get 2 ohm. Using this resistance, we obtain an equivalent circuit as in figure 3. Now 2 ohm resistance between the terminal AB can be considered as the internal resistance of the current source. Convert into the voltage source, placing the 2 ohm resistance in series. Voltage of the converted voltage source is obtained as V equal to IR. So 2 into 2 equal to 4 volt. Then draw the equivalent circuit diagram in figure 4. Add 2 ohm resistance. It will be the 4 ohm which is in parallel with the current sources as in figure 5. Now let's consider 3 different nodes A, B and C. Now we are having figure 6. Both the current is unidirectional. So the total current through the node A is 4 ampere which will divided between resistance 4 ohm and 1 plus 3 ohm path as shown in figure 6. From figure 6, calculate IL. Using current divider rule, IL equal to total current 4 ampere into resistance 4 ohm divided by 4 ohm plus 4 ohm equal to 2 ampere. So finally we are getting the load current 2 ampere. This is the numerical solution using loop analysis. Find the branch currents from the given circuit figure. The problem can be solved by loop analysis. That is a special application of KVL on a circuit. A special kind of loop called a mesh, which is a loop that does not have any other loops inside it. Here we are assuming direction of current is the same that of the loop path. We know that current flows from positive to negative direction, so we are representing the resistors as voltage source and giving positive and minus sign in the direction of current. Here we notice that two opposite currents I1 and I2 is flowing in the common resistors 3 ohm between the nodes B and F. In the two sides of the resistor, opposite positive and negative pole is considered. Now the resultant current through the loop 1 is I1 minus I2 in the direction of I1. So here we consider loop 1, loop 2 and loop 3. That means for loop 1, current is I1, and for loop 2 current is I2, and for loop 3 current is I3. So now applying KVL for loop A, B, F, H, A. That means for loop 1. So the equation is minus 6I1 minus 3I1 minus I2 and plus 6 equal to 0. Then we get equation is 3I1 minus I2 equal to 2. Then consider second loop B, C, E, F, B. Minus 2I2 minus 4I2 minus I3 minus 3I2 minus I1 plus 5 equal to 0. Then we get 3I1 minus 9I2 plus 4I3 equal to minus 5. And for next loop C, D, G, E, C. The equation is minus 4I3 minus 10 minus 4I3 minus I2 equal to 0. Then this equation is 2I2 minus 4I3 equal to 5. Solving equation 1, 2 and 3, we have I1 equal to 0.78 ampere, I2 equal to 0.33 ampere and I3 equal to minus 0.8 ampere. The same example, solving this equation using matrix method. Now okay, ওটা বলবো না, এখান থেকে বলবো. The equations can be solved by any method. Here I am discussing matrix method. The above equation can be rewriting as 3I1 minus I2 plus. The above equation can be rewriting as 3I1 minus I2 plus 0 into I3 equal to 2. Because there is no I3, then we consider 0 into I3. Next equation is 3I1 minus 9I2 plus 4I3 equal to minus 5. And third equation is there is no I1, so 0 into I1 plus 2I2 minus 4I3 equal to 5. The matrix form of the above equation is 3 minus 9 0, 3 minus 1 0 equal to I2. Next is 3I1 minus 9I2 plus 4I3 equal to minus 5 and 0 into I1 plus 2I2 minus 4I3 equal to 5. So let us consider this is A. Calculate the determinant of this matrix A. So delta equal to 3 into 36 minus 8 plus minus 3 into 4, that means 12 into 0 plus 0. Then we get 72. Replace 2 minus 5 5 to the first column of the matrix A and obtain a new matrix delta 1. Similarly, find the determinant of delta 1, then we get 56. And replace 2 minus 5 5 to the second column of the matrix A and obtain the matrix delta 2. Similarly, find the determinant of this matrix delta 2, then we get 24. Similarly, replace 2 minus 5, 5 to the third column of the matrix A and obtain matrix delta 3. Then this determinant is minus 78. Then we know that I1 equal to delta 1 by delta, then 56 by 72, then equal to 0.78 ampere. And I2 equal to delta 2 by delta, then we get 0.33 ampere. And I3 equal to delta 3 by delta, then we get minus 1.08 ampere. Fourth lecture is coming soon for more discussion. Please follow the lecture. Thank you.